Hello again, Internet. I'm going to film what I hope to be the last of the tutorials for the Spider-Man Venom scarf. And what I'm going to do is clarify the third of the little tips that I give just to keep the scarf tidy. Namely, whenever you're knitting and you're changing colors, you want to bring your desired color around from underneath the other two. So for your knit side, and you change colors, you want to bring your desired color underneath to the knit side. And for your purl side, you take whatever color you want and you're going to bring it underneath the other two colors to your purl side so that you can purl with it. This is the tip that I've gotten the most questions on, asking me to clarify what exactly do you mean, and I've kind of run out of words to articulate what it is I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm just not very good with my words, but I'm hoping that the visual will explain it the most clearly. So, here's the problem. Here's this little swatch that I dummied up, and if I stretch it, and you look kind of in between there, you can see that the alternate colors are peeking through in kind of awkward ways. You got some awkward white here, you got another piece of awkward white here, and what else you got going on? You got a whole awkward strand going on there, whereas, or excuse me, and also on the Venom side, you've got a whole awkward white strand there, you got some awkward white stuff going here, and red poking its nose through there. It's just a mess. Alternatively, on the actual scarf, when you stretch it this way, everything is so smooth. And even there where the stitches are a bit looser, there's nothing that awkwardly sticks out. For the most part, it stays in place between the two layers of yarn, layers of fabric. And same on this side. The black all stays on its proper surface. If anything, the white stitches are going to be a little bit looser because they've got the long pieces that are sandwiched between, come on here, sandwiched between the two sides of fabric. But even though they stretch a little bit wider, there's still nothing unsightly peeking through. So I'm going to show you what kind of knitting results in this, and what kind of knitting results in this. At this point, I'm beginning to conclude that knitting this way is optional. If somebody's wearing this scarf, granted they're not going to be doing a lot of stretching of it, probably. They're just going to be tossing it around their neck. So if you watch this video and you decide that doing all of this is not worth your time, you don't have to do it. Me, I'm obsessive compulsive, and it was really important to me to have it be all smooth and nice in front. So that's that. So let's get started. First I'll show you what kind of knitting results in funkiness. Here we go. Our first knit's going to be in black. So remember from before, we want to twist our yarn. Let's catch our other two colors inside of this one. And you see it there? See it there? I feel like I can never emphasize this enough. This is what's going to keep the two sides of your piece together and not fall apart. But that's tip number one, not tip number three. So, here we go. Knit our first stitch. And purl our next stitch. Oh, by the way, this row that we're knitting is this row right here where you close off the arch of each of those little arches of webbing. So, did our outside strands. Now we're going to do red on the front. So we'll just take our red and we'll pick it up and knit in red. And we need black, so we'll just knit in black. Now we need black on the front side because we've got 3 stitches closing off the loop. So we'll just grab our black. Come here, you. Here it is. And we'll just grab our white, stitch that, knit, purl, knit, purl, and now we need red in the front. So knit in red and then purl in black. Just grab it wherever. There you go. Oh, and now we want black in front again. So let's just grab our black and then purl in white. So there it is. That is the kind of knitting that results in this funkiness. Not very planned out, not very smooth. So now I'll show you the kind of knitting that results in this loveliness. Basically, remember that these 2 yarns are always, making 2 sides of a piece. So you've got your black on the front, you've got your white on the back, and right now it's your red that's sandwiched in between. You want to knit in red on the front, so what you're going to do is bring your red underneath those other 2 colors, bring it around to the front so you can knit with it. Here we go. Do that. And knit with our red. Now for our back side we want to purl in black next. Okay, black's in the middle right now. So here are these 3 colors. Separate out your black and bring it underneath, so it's coming underneath your other 2 colors, and then you can purl in black on the back side. There we go. That. Purl in black. Okay. Now we want black on the front. Excuse me. So let's keep black underneath and bring it to the front so that we can knit with it. Knit. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, because you had black on the back, and then we're bringing it back around to the front. And now on the back side we want white. And white is, let's see, that's red. So there we go, white's the furthest most on the back side, so we're cool with that, we're okay with that. So now we will purl in white. We'll do that 2 more times, keeping those yarns in their previous places. Knit. Oh, no. There we go. Purl. Okay. Now we want red on the front again. So take red, bring it underneath the 2 colors so we can knit with it. And we want black on the back. So let's take black, bring it underneath the 2 colors so we can purl with it. And then black around to the front again. Coming. Knit in black. Take white underneath the other 2 colors and purl with it. Ta-da! That's how you make it pretty. I don't know why I'm into weird voices tonight. Couldn't tell you. Sorry. So that's how that works. Don't let these little wrong colors peeking through freak you out, because those are the back side of stitches that are on this side of the piece. So as you continue to knit, those will disappear. So those aren't ones you have to worry about. It's just the funky stuff in between. You want to make sure that as you're knitting each stitch, you're keeping everything smooth. So that's about it. I've done quite a few takes of this, and I don't have access to editing software right now. So I'm really hoping this will be a good one. I will watch it, and if it is passable, I will post it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.